Hello everyone, meteorologist Jordan Aaronsberg here. Time is now 7:34 on your Saturday morning. I hope everyone has enjoyed themselves. Quick look at your forecast before you get ready to go out on that morning jog. But we're going to have more coming up at 8 a.m. right here on KVU News Weekend Daybreak with the lovely Malia Mazumoto anchoring for us this morning. Now let's go ahead and let's take it to the wall. We're going to take a nice live look. That is the Pennybacker Bridge, as well as a live look at downtown from our studios in North Austin. We're looking at 73 degrees right now being recorded at Camp Mabry. We do have some areas in the upper 60s, including Gillespie County checking in at 67 and Cameron checking in at 69. But other than that, it's lower 70s as we imagined yesterday morning. Now we're looking pretty dry statewide, except for a few of those showers and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder just off to the south and east of Del Rio. And we're tracking more of those thunderstorms just off the Gulf Coast, south to the east of Houston. And maybe even a few light showers just off to the east of Dallas there along I-20. But other than that, we have been mostly dry. Your allergy count: grass and weeds, including ragweed, are in the low. Mold back in the medium today with elevated levels of alternaria still on our sensor. You can find that each and every day on KVU.com and the KVU app. Now Saturday afternoon, could have a few light showers hanging around. It's mostly going to be the sprinkle variety. It's mostly going to be coming in from the northeast. Maybe a little bit more steadier rain at times over portions of Fayette County. But other than that, not really expecting a whole lot. I only have around a 10% shower chance heading into this afternoon. But then tomorrow morning, getting down to the lower 70s after a really nice night at Austin Pride, which kicks off at 8 p.m. And there it is, temperatures getting to the mid 80s. And then by the time we get to 9 o'clock, we're going to be getting to those lower 80s as well. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, so it should be a very great afternoon and evening. Another nice event going on at the Moody Center is going to be Gambler Days, and we're going to be in the mid 90s today for highs and then upper 90s as we head throughout the course of the day on Sunday. But then Monday comes, and there's a pretty big event on Monday evening, and that is the Love Island reunion. I know some people are going to have some outdoor watch parties, and it is going to be a toasty one for that. By the time we get to 6 p.m., we're going to be in those upper 90s. I have a high of around 97, but then lower 90s by the time the show actually starts, which is at 8 p.m. Now, as we take a look at an area of high pressure that's going to slowly slide into our direction, that's going to catalyze this warm up, but we do have a weak front that's going to come on through, and then eventually we're going to be getting on down to around 90, and I'll show you that in the 7-day in just a moment. But your current tropical activity, that system in the central Atlantic that was heading closer to the Lesser Antilles, yeah, that now only has a 10% chance of development over the next 48 hours. And a lot of that has to do with the atmosphere being already worked by Aaron, as well as the ocean water being worked by Aaron. Aaron, by the way, is a subtropical low. It's still moving on up to the north and east, and it could probably affect portions of the British Isles within the next couple of days. However, we've got one headed probably off to the east of Bermuda that has a virtually 100% chance of development. We do have hurricane hunters that are going to be on the way out there later on this morning and into the early afternoon. And they're going to look at it to see if this has become Fernand, which is the next name on our hurricane list. So mid 90s by the time we get to Tuesday. Got a few of those scattered storms that are possible Tuesday and Wednesday with that weak front. It's not going to be a fall front, but it's going to be a front nonetheless that's going to make us less hot before we heat right back up as we head into your Thursday and Friday. So a very interesting next 7 days are ahead. We're getting close to fall here in Central Texas, but a quick word of warning that we could be headed for a La Nina for the fall and early winter, which means it is possible that we are going to be drier for a period of time. And remember, we had quite a bit of that heavy rain, but drier conditions will mean an extension of a drought here in Central Texas. So something that we are going to watch very, very closely over these next few days. Now, we are not expecting much in terms of rain, as you can see behind me. I only have around a 10% chance. Doesn't look like a lot of you have a lot of questions for me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and finish prepping for the show at 8 a.m. and I'm going to break things down in a little more detail then. But for now, I am meteorologist Jordan Aaronsberg. I hope everyone enjoys their Saturday morning. And I will see y'all within the next 25 minutes.